Welcome back to Open House NYC. Next, we're with Frances Herrera of Interiors by Francesca. Frances shows us that a nursery doesn't have to be the typical pink or blue. And even more than that, you can change the whole feel of a room in just one day.
Hi, I'm Frances Herrera of Interiors by Francesca, and I'm standing in my client's nursery, which I'm gonna take from bland to beautiful in just one day. Babies' rooms need to be cozy, welcoming, inviting, and also fun and colorful. We're starting off with a fabulous foundation. I love gray walls because they act as a perfect neutral backdrop. They lend themselves perfectly to working with all types of colors. In this space, we're going to introduce some great, fun, bold colors because it is a nursery, so we definitely want it to be welcoming, creative, and also inspired. This great big window is the natural focal point of the room, so I'm gonna make it even more dramatic by adding a great installation here that's gonna introduce more storage and also gonna allow us to introduce more color and some great accessories. The crib just arrived and we're placing it on this wall because it's opposite the doorway. In a nursery, you want the crib to be the first thing that you see. And because this wall is the first thing that you see, it has to be bold and dramatic and fun. It is a nursery. Here we have this strange niche which doesn't serve any purpose, but babies have lots of things. So I'm bringing in a great storage solution that's gonna fill up the space, provide us with lots of storage, and add lots of architectural detail. I need to get this nursery baby ready, and I only have a few hours, so I need to get started. I love these moving men. They're amazing when you're moving heavy pieces of furniture. They keep your floors protected and they make moving furniture a cinch. Now we're gonna get started on the window treatment. We're installing a blackout roller shade as an inside mount, and then as an outside, we're hanging some sheer drapery panels that are gonna add a lot of softness and make the space very inviting. So I'm measuring for the brackets for the window treatment hardware, and I always like to mount my brackets a few inches above the window molding. Hanging your window hardware just a few inches above your window molding will automatically make your windows and your ceilings appear taller. Before you hang your shelves, determine the height you want between each shelf. If you're doing books, then pick out the tallest book of your collection, measure it. In this case, it's 11, and then leave a little bit of space for breathing room. In this case, we're gonna hang each shelf 12 inches apart. The best part about makeovers is accessorizing. Nursery makeover complete. Let me show you what I did in just a few hours. Remember this gray wall? Look at how fabulous it looks with just a little bit of color and some fabulous artwork. In children's rooms and nurseries, you can get very creative with artwork. These prints were taken from a children's book and enlarged and framed. And it's a super affordable way to bring a creative aspect to a nursery or a children's room. This window wall is our focal point, and look how beautiful it turned out with just some soft sheer drapery. And we also put a blackout shade behind it so that when the baby's napping, she has complete privacy. Along the sides of the windows, I framed it out with these floating bookshelves, which creates a great source of storage. The best way to accessorize your bookshelves is to categorize your books by color and by size. The end result will be a really neat, polished, and tailored bookcase. In small spaces, it's critical to use as much of your vertical space as you possibly can. Here, we've accessorized the wall with artwork and hung a mobile from the ceiling, which draws your eyes up and makes the space feel grander. For this room, I've selected furniture that has clean lines, which allows you to experiment and have fun with other textures and patterns. Area rugs make a space feel warm and inviting. This specific rug is a cotton rug, and I chose it because it doesn't shed like wool. Also, they're perfect for children's rooms because if at some point they get soiled, you can just flip it over and you have a brand new rug. I hope you've enjoyed this makeover and have come away with some fabulous tips and are inspired to design a nursery, a children's room, or any room. Well, the room is now complete and it's time to bring in the baby.